A vroom vroom. I'm a car.
Life
Vroom
be
vroom
moving
vroom.
a mile a minute.
Vroom. Vroom
But
vroom. Yo soy
in my
car.
car,
Vroom.
driving to
Vroom
see
vroom vroom
the
vroom.
next Tyrod Taylor
Vroom vroom
cover
vroom vroom. Vroom.
episode. Ladies and gents, you are watching Week 10 recap for the Tyrod Taylor Cover Band League. And man, what a monumental week it was, and still is, because we have two guests for the first time on this week's recap. We have Brandon of the Kansas City Kunai with Jane, Joey Wheeler, and Travis, who has the Cleveland Chubs, and they just happen to play each other this week. Say hello, fellas.
What's up?
That was Brandon.
Howdy.
That was Travis.
I'm Brandon.
You just got to talk like Joey Wheeler the entire time, being gimmick. Yeah, so what I did in this week's recap.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of strategy that went into it.
First, what you want to do is you want to think that they have you on the ropes. Then, you activate your trap card. The kunai with chain. Oh, man. But
Just cue the montage of all the opponents he did that to's faces when he plays it.
Rex Raptor, my Valentine. Gah, gah. Just the same. Evil. You gotta believe in the heart of the cards. But yeah, no, we're gonna go match by match like we always do, and we are going to let the people know the ins and outs of fantasy. Which match do you guys think you want to start off with? Maybe your guys' match, because you guys played each other?
I'm fine with that.
Sure. All right, diving into it. Do you guys have any thoughts? Like, obviously, since you're the two that participated in the match this week, you probably have a little bit more insight than any of us. Like, what were you guys thinking going into the match? Were there any disappointments? Or is there anything that kind of is lingering problems with your team that you're trying to fix? I just want to hear what your guys' thoughts are.
Yeah, it'd be real nice if my team would just start scoring touchdowns. That would help a whole lot.
Yeah, but look at those yards. Just look at all those yards.
Oh,
That's all. That's what I see most weeks is just yards.
Right. You're gonna break the record for that, but yeah, no, there's other than Matt Stafford, and Puka Nakua, that connection's pretty consistent. James Cook hasn't been quite himself all year, and they lost to the freaking Dolphins.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
Judkins got 75 yards. You would have liked to see a touchdown or two go with it because, well, you know,
I'd like to have saw a win in that game, but
it's unfortunate that that's the 1 week that Dylan Gabriel actually performed. Is it bad that I'm secretly hoping Dylan Gabriel sucks so that they'll finally put Shadur in?
no, because I 100% think the same. Because I hate watching him play.
Yeah. Shuttle pass. Oh, you like that 5-yard pass? Well, how about this 7-yard pass? It's like, but he actually.
After every Browns game, it makes me want to crawl into bed and cry.
I would say it's like watching Tua Tagovailoa pass, but man, he actually did decent this week, so I can't say that. Yeah, no, your usual suspects show up, but unfortunately, unless they're blasting off every week, like Team Rocket, because of all the anime references we got going on with the Kansas City Kunai with Chain, it's weird because I notice this every single week whenever I'm tallying up the MVP voting. Cameron Dicker is one of your most reliable players.
So
I wish I had a kicker that did that because I've had 2 negative point games from
look at my
kickers
kicker.
this season. Yeah, Eddie Pinheiro, screw him.
Panera just sat on the sidelines this game. Missed an extra point. What are you doing?
It's your only job.
Well, that's like the ending of the
Had a
Packers.
wide receiver kick your extra point.
That's the ending of the Packer game, though. Is the Eagles went for it on 4th down, turned it over, and then McManus had a chance to kick a 64-yarder. And it's clear he doesn't have that range because he kicked it and it just went straight to the side. It didn't even go forward all that much.
Yeah, he's no Cam Little. He's no Cam Little.
He's
Oh, that when I talk about my team, I was gonna pick him back up after that record setter.
Yeah.
He would have got me 11 more points, which I didn't need.
Like, I feel like it's just make right choices. It's just when I make the right choices, they don't show
Right,
they don't show up
right.
as well as they have. And then we get Jeremy Gibbs or Jamar Gibbs, Jeremy Gibbs, Jamar Gibbs popping off at 40.2. That was just let's have let's have Campbell just call the offensive plays for the rest of the season, and Detroit's just gonna probably just keep rolling like they did in this last game.
Yeah, no, that's the thing about Jahmyr Gibbs is there's probably still a couple people out there that look at Brandon's trade of acquiring Jahmyr Gibbs a little bit sideways. And to an extent,
Including Brandon.
Jamar Chase, of course, included in that trade. So the number one overall position ranked wide receiver. But Jahmyr Gibbs is kind of trying to justify it a little bit. This is a second 40-point game since you've traded for him. So you can't be completely devastated by it. Obviously, you probably wish a couple things went different. But Jahmyr Gibbs has been solid for you since you traded for him. So at least you got that going for you, which cannot be said. Obviously, this was a different game. Nobody really came out of this looking pretty, except Josh Jacobs. Saquon Barkley with the 13.1. He only had one breakout game so far, and he was the number one overall draft pick in the league. It seems like he continues to disappoint, but he was playing Green Bay, who has a very good run defense, not so much a pass defense, which is why I'm surprised that they only scored 10, but I digress. Do you have any thoughts about the current positioning of Saquon Barkley? Because I know a lot of people are looking to try and make moves right now to, hopefully move forward in the league. Do you guys have any players that are disappointing you and you just want to make it publicly known? Wink, wink.
I'm sure everybody knows my displeasure for Saquon.
Yeah.
And using my number one overall pick on him to get nothing. Then Jaden Daniels made of glass and Washington not taking care of their injured players well.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Drake May just randomly became like Tom Brady this year, sort of. But
if you look,
I was worried about him, but he did pretty well.
If you look at his little picture, and sit back a little bit, he kind of looks like Tom Brady.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's just like
he's just trying to be him.
It's like there was
just Tom Brady with a thicker neck.
Yeah, we all see Tom Brady now, and we're like, he's kind of a cute man. But you see Drake May, and he was like that moment where Tom Brady still had that like fat middle schooler-esque look to him.
When he first got drafted.
Yeah, no, that's kind of Drake May in a nutshell. He's the fat middle school Tom Brady, and we all love him for it.
It's like they made a cloning machine, but don't have all the kinks worked out, so he just kind of came out looking a little weird. But he can throw really well.
Looking like he bought all the a la carte meals during school lunch. I want the McDonald's fries. Right.
Just can't say no to a meal. Devonta Smith, I almost didn't play. I had Breece Hall there, which would have been better. But I don't know. I had a feeling Green Bay would shut down A.J. Brown, so Devonta would end up getting more. Plus, he's had now three back-to-back double-digit weeks.
So I'm saying the Heisman winner. I keep coming back to that. The dude won a Heisman trophy. I never knew that before listening to a podcast a few weeks back, and I was always like, "Man, Devonta Smith sucks."
How did he even make it?
And then I heard that on a podcast, and I was like, "Oh, my bad." But
Doesn't suck too much.
it doesn't suck too much.
People are probably wondering why the heck I picked up Aaron Rodgers, and it's just because he plays Cincinnati next week.
Yeah.
So
No.
I was like, you gotta.
Well, that's. I'm not going to talk about it yet, but I picked up somebody that a couple of people have already gone in my DMs and been like, "Why'd you pick him up?" But we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a little bit.
And Tank, I picked up because Saquon was still questionable, like on Tuesday, and there was just no updates since Sunday. I was like, this is kind of making me worried.
Right.
But then he practiced fully, and it immediately made me look dumb. And then the Texans defense, I expected to be decent because I was like, position rank 1 is in our waivers. and they were at like 7 points until the fourth quarter, and then they ended with 20.
Yeah,
So,
it cracks me up that they have 29 points scored against them, but the fumble recovery, the interception, and a touchdown was like, there you
Just
go.
saves
That
it.
makes the difference.
yeah, you get 20.
It makes me feel bad for the Broncos defense, who almost consistently like hold their opponents to like 10 points or less, but they don't get the turnovers, so they just are stuck
So
with like
just-
9 or 10 points. Meanwhile, all these
Yeah.
people are like, hey, I just let them drop a 40 bomb, but I got 15. Poor Broncos.
And then, I picked up Andrews because I was like, with Lamar back, I feel like he's just going to be getting the red zone looks every time.
Meanwhile, Nico Collins and Drake London are like, CeeDee Lamb's
Oh,
not
yeah.
the only one who can score.
Yeah, like with the receivers, I felt like with receivers and running backs, I was like, I feel like all my starters are no-brainers because if I sit them and they do well, then James is going to show up. Hey, what are you doing with that 40 on your bench? And then I feel stupid. I'm like, I don't know, man. I questioned it the whole week.
Judging you from a porch stoop. I don't know why that
See his
image.
eyes to the blinds of his window. He closes it real fast.
But no, I feel like
And then, Laporta.
I feel like Brees Hall, like I'm a big believer in Brees Hall, and obviously he's proved my point the past couple of weeks. Yeah, we could say that. Anybody can explode in back-to-back weeks, but he's really one of the
Cleveland, though.
he's really one of the only tools that the Jets have left, though. And he's
Right.
on his schedule, just so everybody can understand this if you're going for a trade. He's got Baltimore, he's got Miami, he's got New Orleans. Jacksonville's good at passing defense, they're not good at running defense, and Buffalo, who just let Dolphins eat them. So he's got a lot of good.
Specifically, their butts.
Their butts have been chewed. Thoroughly chewed. But yeah, no, your team
No, Brees Hall
exploded
is
pretty
great.
thoroughly. The only one who didn't was Eddie Pinheiro, and clearly he didn't show up with team spirit. I still keep giggling a little bit because of the 2 out of 3 extra points. That feels like a gimme.
Why did he miss the extra
You
point?
have-
It's immediately gone. He has to know he's getting cut.
6 down. It's like 6.
He smiles like Daisy, our old dog. Look at this picture. Tell me that's not Daisy, is it?
The chapel smile. It is.
And his toupee hair.
Oh man, I gotta be quiet. My kids are gonna wake up. Oh, dude.
You have to put a side by side of Daisy and him in the video just so they see.
This is the first time in a recap I'm ugly crying on camera. But it is what it is. Do you guys have any final thoughts about your matchup other than Eddie Pinheiro looking like Daisy? Oh man.
I don't know. I don't see. I think there could have been better choices made, obviously, on both sides, but like, who would have started? Like, for instance, Travis Etienne over James Cook? Nobody in the world.
Right.
Yeah,
Who
I
would have
mean,
started
and
Troy Franklin over either of his receivers? Nobody.
I wish I would have started him over Quentin Johnston, because that man started off the year so well, and then the last few weeks just like, you know what? I know how to play football, kinda.
I guess. I don't know, man.
I know the Wolves, but proud of my team. 179, my most points of the year. I think my most points maybe of both seasons. I'd have to see my numbers for last year again, but
Well, as somebody who has tried to prep for these videos and has thoroughly stocked like everybody's team for the next few weeks, I feel like your team's like on the rise, while a lot of other teams are kind of on the decline, and here in a few weeks the standings are going to look a little bit different. But we can talk about that in a little bit. Travis, do you have any more thoughts about your team players?
I mean, a lot of my players are like solidified in the positions that they're in. There's just like a wide receiver and tight end that have a chance to like change most weeks. It's
Right.
like I'm very locked in on obviously Stafford and Puka, because that tandem I can't pass up whenever they're playing.
No.
and then James Cook, I have to put him in just because of what he can do, even though late like the last few weeks it's not been as good, but neither has Buffalo, so that's goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
And being a Browns fan, I can't not play Quinshon Judkins.
Right.
Queen Sean.
Queen Sean.
Yeah.
Plus James Cook is position ranked 6. Obviously, that's going to be a little bit. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's still played in my head.
Plus, he's
So-
only had 2 weeks under double digits, so it's like even on his lowest weeks, he's still doing.
Plus, you got to play him because if you just look at his picture, he's got that look of somebody who's petty that'll just blow up if you put him on the bench.
Yeah,
He's like,
set him on the
"Hmm,
bench.
you go-
and pop him with
smile.
40.
You go ahead and do that. You go ahead and set me on the bench.
You gonna sit me? All right.
You go ahead and
And it
do
makes
that.
that face.
Meanwhile, Quentin Johnston's like, I'm happy to be here.
That's his whole response.
Looks like he just smoked 5 bowls.
5, exactly 5.
No more, no less.
And then Dalton,
Next matchup.
I will. We're gonna do the final matchup.
On
but-
each picture.
Dalton Kincaid's just
he's
he's just a normal guy that snuck through, man.
He did.
Okay, next match.
Nico Collins looks like he's about 56, just in a young man's body. I don't know that face.
It's a photoshopped
Somebody's
picture,
uncle.
man. We're gonna stop making fun of him. Punishment Inc. versus the Lou Boy is next on the agenda this week. And as you can see, the Punishment Incorporated team, led by Richard, who was here last week, continues to be on the rise, scoring another 160-plus point week. Justin Herbert, the pervert, for a little bit there seemed to be cursed. Because, him and Lad McConkey were both at, 2 and 3 points going into the half. And I was about to text Landon, who did you sell your soul to make this happen? And then as soon as I said that, Justin Herbert threw his only passing touchdown of the game to Lad McConkey. And they both shot way up. And I was like, well, I guess this text doesn't need to be sent. Then obviously a chain, the story of the week being the big, huge. It's hard not to score that many points, though. He's been very consistent, and it's because 90% of Tua's passes are shuttle passes over to him, and he just runs forward. And then he can obviously rush the ball pretty well. So whenever he's consistently getting targets, that's really what it's all about. It doesn't matter of the rushing attempts. It just matters of the yards. So if you just keep getting yards.
Yeah.
It's the John Madden quote, the team with the most points at the end of the game, bro.
They sure do.
They sure do.
You didn't finish it, and I said they sure do.
They
so
sure
it just sounds like I'm dyslexic, and that's okay.
So it doesn't even matter that Brock Bowers didn't continue his performance after last week. He thoroughly had dominated by this point, especially since the Lou Boy put a lot of marbles on Kenneth Walker III going into this year, and he just... He's a man. He's just a regular man. His super
Carries with old Charbonnet.
Charbonnet, who looks like he's like a 15-year-old boy who got his head stuck on a big muscular body. That dude's huge, but then you see his face and he's like, "Oh!" That's like, get out of here.
I'm an adult. Trying to convince us.
I'm an adult.
I like how Rico scored this week and he did a no pump this time because he got penalized last week.
Aaron Jones did
pretty
that
funny.
too.
Did he?
Yeah,
Did he get penalized?
No, he didn't do the full-on pumps. He just did the.
He just
everybody
did
hovered
those.
around, got really low down next to his crotch, and then he went nah and ran away.
It's a little skittish.
Yeah,
And then of course JSN. I mean,
20 points a game in Jigba.
what a man! Every
What a
game.
man.
Holy crap, he's so good.
It's like I'm pretty sure he's one
on
of
pace to have 2,000 receiving yards this
he's
year.
one of Richard's
First receiver ever.
untradeables for a good reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if there was a player that have him and Puka on my team, I would.
Are you revealing it early? The position rank 1
Oh.
Jackson Smith and Jigba?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh my!
No, you can go ahead and say it.
Apologies.
No, you can go ahead
Dude,
and reveal it.
You're good.
Yeah.
If I could have Puka and Jackson on the same team, I would. It would be beautiful. I would.
It would be a glorious time. No, that would be a deadly duo for sure. That's literally 2 wide receivers. Obviously not this week for Puka, but they're pretty much 2 wide receivers that average 20 a week. So that would be a crazy duo. I'm glad on Landon's because we're gonna just talk about Richard's team all day because it's really good. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna say it, Lou Boy, your team's not good. but I'm glad Emeka. I feel bad though because whenever I was like, I'm looking for an elite wide receiver, and a couple of people slid into my DMs, and then Landon was like, "All right, what are you gonna give me for Emeka?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't mean you. You don't really have anything I'm looking for." And I felt bad because like. I
didn't mean you.
Emeka Egukpa is really good, but he's a rookie, so he's going to be inconsistent, especially on a Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense or offense that kind of looks lost a couple times in the past couple of weeks. Obviously, Baker Mayfield has stuff to say about that, but whenever you're dropping single digits, that's a no bueno. Meanwhile, Jamar Chase is in that elite category, and I think he's just dropped single digits maybe once this year. And that's when he had Browning, who's just an average man that they pulled from a gas station as his quarterback. So
They just were walking down the tunnel and it was like, "There's a janitor. Let's grab him."
it's like, man, Joe Burrow's
one of the
hurt. We
bigger
need
guys.
you. And he's like, "It's my time." Proceeds to throw like 3 interceptions. Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
And then AJ
Michael
Brown
Pittman.
since Devonta Smith is on the rise, AJ Brown's just suffering, dude. And it is one of those ones where you have a hard time benching him because the moment you do, he's going to get not just like 20 points, but like close to a 30-point game. So you don't want it to bite you on the butt. Unfortunately, most of the time it does. But
So hard. I was just gonna say Michael Pittman having a uncharacteristic game for this season
Yeah.
at least. And as I'm looking, it's like an every 4-week thing. 8, then he gets 19, 15, 14, 4, 20, 23, 21, 3. It's like he's got to take a break every now and then.
Lou Boy in the past couple of weeks has been having like 5 or 6 people have single digits or close to it a game. And unfortunately, that just doesn't work with the John Madden quote. He won't have the most points at the end of the game.
Therefore, cannot possibly win.
I really think he should try find and see if anybody has belief in Kenneth Walker and try and ship him off with somebody. I'm not trying to like give anybody tips, but Kenneth Walker, I don't believe in him at all. I'm doing a Washington Commanders franchise on rebuild on Madden right now. And the first team I played was their week against Seattle because I jumped in from that week to see if I could prevent Jaden Daniels from getting hurt. And the way they have Kenneth Walker playing in that game, you would think he's freaking Derrick Henry or something in his prime because he is just so good. And I was like, he's not that freaking good. He's only scored 15 fantasy points as his highest for this year. And I'm just sitting there watching him do the most ridiculous Saquon Barkley in 2024 moves I've ever seen in my life. But no, Kenneth Walker, unfortunately, Charbonnet is on the rise. He's probably going to be the starting running back, I would say, by the end of the year. And Kenneth Walker's kind of taking a back seat. He would probably do well if he had gotten traded at the trade deadline to a team that needed a running back, but he's just with Sam Darnold running that offense and with Charbonnet doing as well as he is, he's just kind of dead in fantasy this year.
Kind of looks like Zion Williamson with no facial hair.
Right.
A little bit.
He does though. He looks like a cool dude. I'd get along with him. He's just not good at fantasy.
Looks like he made a joke and no one else is laughing, and he's just kind of like,
he just has to sit on it and eat it. Whatever. Then I'll keep my jokes to
I
myself.
thought it was funny.
Right. And then I do want to shout out once more Rico Dowdle getting another touchdown since getting traded to Punishment Incorporated. That's one of the cool stories of the year. He comes in against his former team whenever the Carolina Panthers were playing Dallas. He came in for that Chuba Hubbard's injury in his first game against Dallas, destroys them, and then earns a starting position and is just making it work for himself. Nobody really...
Yeah, he's playing great.
I don't want to say nobody gets a second chance, but it's cool to see when people do get second chances, and Rico Dowdle's one of those rare stories.
Yeah.
Because it's not like
He's looking great.
It's not the same as like a McCaffrey who was already good and he's coming off an injury and he has to redeem himself. He was just like, hey, you're not good, so we're gonna trade you.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
But yeah, any final thoughts on this matchup?
Nope.
Nope. All right, we're gonna move over to Killer Kowalski versus Pardon Me. And Pardon Me. And yeah, do you guys have any immediate thoughts? Anything that jumps out at you as soon as you look at this?
Much like the
Chris
previous
Olave
matchup.
exploding.
Much like the previous matchup.
A lot of single digits.
Right. Well, you see, poor Derrick Henry, man. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's just having a rough year. He can't hold on to the ball. He can't he's pushing the ball forward. He's just not getting the touchdowns.
He's pushing the ball forward. Defense is pushing it out of his hand.
Yeah.
So
They do, man. And it's never like this big complicated thing. It's like they're tackling him and then they'll just reach over and jab the ball out. And he's like, what happened? I'm angry.
Hey.
And there was one time I'll put it on screen while I'm editing this, where he gets so angry that he goes and slams himself down on the bench, but kind of slips while he does it, so he can't even slam down on the bench right. He's having a rough year, man. But yeah, Derrick Henry didn't produce, Justin Jefferson didn't produce, Dallas Goedert didn't produce, Matt Prater, the greatest kicker of all time, didn't produce.
Matt Prater.
Jackson Dart probably could have got more points, but he got taken out of the game. A lot of people are actually saying because Russell Wilson came into the game, that's why Chicago was able to come back and win. And I think
It's all his fault.
he is, dude. He's so bad now. It's sad to see. You guys give a couple thoughts on Killer Kowalski's team and how it's performing and rebounding from I think he suffered 3 back-to-back losses.
Yeah, the roller coaster
Yeah.
his team has been.
It's like, and
dominant.
I'm not gonna brag too much, but I think the Azan State Fur Assassins completed a hit on him, and that's why he kind of fell off a little bit.
Hurt him.
Yeah.
Punched him in the nose, and he was like that tough kid at school who's talking when he's winning, and then, well, no, this makes it sound like I'm saying Alex Koala's a bad guy, but he was not talking crap at all. But it's like the kid who acts tough, and then when you punch him, he's like, fine. I want to play.
It's like, yeah, you ready?
But Chris Olave exploding. He hasn't been too impressive to me this year, but position ranked 9, I don't know why. He's been good. Decent.
Josh Allen's still getting 30 points, even though they got trounced by Miami.
I have a side project going on right now, and it was literally like he was I was like judging people's teams because it's going through progressions and showing like how I prepare for fantasy on a weekly basis. And I looked at Bo Nix going against the Raiders, and I'm like, this guy's an idiot for putting Bo Nix on the bench. And then he played Josh Allen against Miami, and I was like, well, maybe that's not the worst matchup ever, but I personally would play Bo Nix. And then I like saved it, and I was gonna react to it later. Bo Nix only put up his 11.5, but then Josh Allen at the half had like 6 points, and I was like, yeah, I was right. No, I wasn't right. I would have lost if I would have had his team, because I would have played freaking Bo Nix and probably a couple of these other dudes. But that just goes to show you, man, we're not experts. I'm not an expert.
I'm far from it.
I just do my best, dang it. I just do my best. This is a pretty...
I am really bad about being a number swave, and I go with the projections too much. DeAndre Swift, Kyle Monungai getting like decent amount of carries, even though DeAndre Swift's back.
Yeah.
That's something he needs to...
Maybe because I think it's because Monungai had like a ridiculous game whenever Caleb Williams dropped the 50 bomb last week, and that really impressed the officials. And they're not like the freaking Packers with the kicker, where they're just gonna let an impressive performance just fall to the wayside. They're gonna be like, "Hey, let's ask questions about this. Why is this guy better than you?"
Hey, got another touchdown, so
right.
I have a little star in the making there.
Or maybe it is possible that Swift is still coming off that injury, though.
Yeah.
I think he should hold on to both of them for the time being, unless he wants to drop one. And then I don't even see, because I'm at that point in the season where I'm like, I want to pick that guy up off waivers, but I don't want to drop any of my wide receivers or any other players.
No. Yeah. That's the tough part, is I don't want to drop any of my guys to pick up people. So it's just like I have to watch other people get them.
Even if the ones I know are like aren't as good as the other ones, I'm like, well, they're a part of the Zan State Fur Assassins, and we bonded, so I'm not letting him go anywhere.
We're friends now.
I'm not ruining that team chemistry. But any final thoughts on this one? It seems pretty straightforward, where one team had a pretty consistent across the board, whereas Pardon Me, who's usually very good, scores about 140, 150 points a game, had all of his best players not really score much. And
Mahomes, Higgins, Ferguson, and Aubrey all on bye weeks is tough.
Yeah.
But
Aaron Jones Sr., 15.9 points on the bench. Why didn't you play him, Michael? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Just sipping on that tea. All right, and then we're going to jump to the final game, which is the Zan State Fur Assassins versus LaMarvelous Chase. I know how I feel about this one. I was aiming for Travis's high score. He still has it. I think it's like 224.0 something, but still 224. It's ridiculous.
Still our second over 200-point game in this league.
It's like, well, I gave the guys a really good pep talk going into this game, or into this matchup, and they seem to respond very well. Jonathan Taylor, in particular, took it to heart and tried his
greatest foreign game of all time.
Yeah, Germany is gonna forever think he's the greatest player of all time. Like, it's funny because going back to Travis's player for a second, it's like the first week when the Chargers played the Chiefs. Quentin Johnston had a really great game, and somebody was like, Brazil is going to grow up thinking that Quentin Johnston's like the number one overall wide receiver. And that's the funny thing I like to think about during these foreign games is
just Quentin Johnston jerseys are the most sold NFL jersey over there.
Over in Brazil. Yeah. No, it's Jonathan Taylor definitely went crazy, and obviously if he didn't score 52 points, it probably could have been a different game, but my entire team came to play. Bijan Robinson was the letdown, and he even pushed it up to double digits, so I can't be too upset with him. He'll bounce back.
Outscored one of your receivers and Bijan. Bijan Mustard.
I was gonna originally just put Marvin Harrison Jr. in for no other reason than I like him, but he was going against Seattle. And I also like Deebo Samuel. I like him and Marvin Harrison Jr. are kind of on that same wavelength for me of just I like them. Just Deebo Samuel doesn't have a quarterback. He has Marcus Mariota, who's not a quarterback. He's the team's handyman. But.
Well, Marvin Harrison Jr.
cleans the equipment and brings some water cups.
Right.
And Marvin Harrison Jr. has a quarterback that is a child pretending to be a man.
Right.
Just got drawn on facial hair. And
he doesn't even have that dude right now. He has Jacoby Brissett, who's outperforming that child.
Dude, Jacoby.
Oh, so he has a quarterback now.
Yeah. It's like the only thing
So
that's
Tyler can go home and play Battlefield.
yeah. He's got an injury. Wink. It's an injury. But I was pleased across the board because Debo still got a touchdown, so it made me feel really smart playing that, even though he only got 12.9. He still outscored
Touchdown. Yeah.
one of this dude's running backs. This dude, like, it's not James Chase. No disrespect, dude. But, like, here's the thing. I feel really good about this performance because not only did we just absolutely blow up, it reminded me of, like, in Naruto when Naruto unleashes the four-tail beast and he just becomes that monster and starts blasting everything. That's how it feels. I felt that power, Travis. You felt that power too. It's crazy. You just see that 200 and you're like, that's not real, but it is. And his team did.
He himself had a great. Yeah, I was gonna say he had a great week.
He would have beaten either of the team in Killer Kowalski versus Pardon Me, and if he was playing either Lou Boy or, forgive me, Cleveland Chubbs, he would have beat either of them. So he didn't do terrible, but
yeah, his team did great.
My team
Playing
just
Jameson Williams. I would have not thought Jameson Williams would have had 24.9. What the heck?
Right.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. There was like a
Jennings,
panic going on because he had a couple of. I don't even know why he had a panic thing going on. I think he just was like, man, my team's having a rough shape right now. But he like panic picked up Juwan Jennings. He panic picked up Jameson Williams, and both guys paid off. So good for him.
Yeah. If his defense had one more, he would have had all over double digits as well.
Right.
I just realized.
I offered him a trade because I have like 50 wide receivers, and some of them aren't going to see the light of day. So I offered him his boy Zay Flowers for Alvin Kamara because I have nostalgia for Alvin Kamara from last year, who was my co-MVP with Josh Jacobs. So that I could have a running back if God forbid one of my running backs suffers an injury in this crazy season. It just makes me have that security a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I don't think, and I'm going to go into the free agency real quick, or the waivers. I call it free agency just to feel cooler. I don't think that Travion Henderson is going to be there when it comes to my time on the waivers because he's freaking.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to pick him up as well, but
Hey, I got Travis Etienne Jr.
First waiver
Right.
pick.
It's like, but Travis, we'll have to discuss this later. I still have my eye on Genty. I noticed I got left on red.
I was thinking about it and then I forgot to respond to you.
No, that's okay. That's all right. Well, for now, any final thoughts on this performance? We can talk about that later.
I think obviously a historical performance by your team and
It's like, and
a great performance by Lamar James too. Like his team did great.
Obviously, the Jonathan Taylor overshadows it, but I'm very pleased with my pickup of Caleb Williams. He's gotten 80 points in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was a great pickup.
Dude.
It's like I was thinking about it, and then beforehand, Killer Kowalski picked him up a couple weeks back, and I was like, well, there goes my plan. But his schedule, as it goes on, are very weak defenses. Like, you see Cincinnati, and everybody's like, 50 points. And at first, they're like, oh, it's against Cincinnati. But then when he does it against the Giants, can he do it against Minnesota? Can he do it against Pittsburgh's pitiful defense this year? Absolutely. So he's just the
I'm just saying. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, next week, if you want, just sit Caleb Williams and Jonathan Taylor will be good.
Right. Just bench everybody except Jonathan Taylor and hope for the best.
Yeah.
That's true. But before we get to the next week's matchups, we'll discuss that at a later date. The standings. We'll hop over to the standings, and even though it's not updated yet, we can get a good idea of where it's at right now, because I'm pretty sure that based off points total scored, Punishment Incorporated is going to move up to the second spot since Pardon Me lost. They're going to have the same record, but Punishment Inc. scored more points. I'm pretty sure that since me and Travis have the same record, that after that 200-point week, that's going to push me up above him. So I'm going to be in the top 4. Kansas City Kunai with Chain, you're going to be fighting for that upper echelon spot as well next week, because you're going to move up to 4-6. Lou Boy's moving down to 4-6. LaMarvelous Chase now officially at the very bottom. No score needed, unfortunately. He's on a bad course right now. It just feels like the slope doesn't get any sturdier. It's just slipping and slipping, and he's just not able to get back up because
after the trade he made, since the trade he made to me,
the Jamar Chase,
it just like collapsed his team.
Jamar Chase ruined his chemistry. He was the heart and soul, and the soul got ripped out.
So now you just have a heart but no soul.
Exactly.
What good is that? You robot.
It's like you're just gonna exist.
You robot.
You freaking
you
robot.
Android.
It's like, obviously it would mean more to look at the standings when they're updated, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm feeling good.
We can tell.
I'm feeling good. I'm in the upper 4 probably.
Feeling better.
Good.
Yeah, you are. You're definitely in the upper 4, I would say.
And then you could potentially be
part in 6-4.
It's like, I'm trying not to do it, because every single week when I do this, when we talk about the next week, it's hard for me not to like say who I want to win because of the pecking order. But I'm sure most people know. They're like, oh, Alex must want this person to win because, you know, it would mean he gets up a slot, that sort of thing. But
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, the reason why I forgot to talk about it. I kind of alluded to it earlier in the thing, going back to my team real quick, not even the matchup, but my team. The reason why I picked up Jordan Love, who a couple of people have already questioned me about. They're like, why the heck would you pick up Jordan Love? He sucks as a fantasy quarterback. You're absolutely right. As a fantasy quarterback, he's not great. But Toyotathon is coming. And I don't know if you guys have ever looked up the stats for Jordan Love and Toyotathon, but on football games where he doesn't have Toyotathon, he has like almost an even split of touchdowns to interceptions. But during Toyotathon, which is mid-November all the way to like January 1st, he has like 31 touchdowns ever since he became a starting quarterback during that duration every year.
Jeez.
And so that's why I picked him up, is because I'm like, okay, if there's something here, we're going to capitalize on it, or we're going to prevent someone else from capitalizing it. And then the reason why
mostly weak defenses. So,
yeah.
I mean, that those two facts combined together, I wouldn't say it's like the worst pickup, but I'm also 3-6. So my advice means nothing.
Yeah, but you're 3-6 on the uprise right now because your team's been going off. You got to give those boys some credit. They're hustling for you. Their chemistry's starting to come together.
They are.
It's like, I don't know what kind of pep talk you gave them, but hey, man, I think we got a little bit of that in our locker room this week because we're looking good.
Except Panero.
Panero
hated the pep talk.
Yeah, but he's getting
missed an extra point.
He's getting cut though, so he doesn't even matter.
Daisy over here.
All right, jumping over to the week 11, we're gonna jump team by team real quick. I'm not even gonna ask who you guys think's gonna win. You can feel free to give that, but I'm gonna try and remain as impartial as possible. You guys can be as partial as you want. We'll start off with my match this time, because Travis is also here. It is the Zan State Fur Assassins versus the Cleveland Chubs. We will both be 5-5 and talk about parity going into this week.
Potential game.
My lineup's not officially set right now. I played around with it a little bit last week. But what do you guys immediately think looking at those comparisons right there? I'm going to cough.
Let's see. Jordan Love against the Giants is nice. Josh Jacobs against the Giants. DK against Cincinnati. Oh.
And I'm banking on him kind of having a good game this week because
got a blank spot in there.
Oh, I do have a blank spot. That's going to change.
The whiteout.
And I just want to point out, Travis, the week you dropped Jerry Jeudy, he caught a touchdown.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I did notice that too.
Dude, he believed in Jerry this whole year, and then he drops him and he finally scores.
I did feel bad about that. I was like, oh no.
Dude, you hate to see. On top of that, he is a Browns fan, so it's just like double salt.
Yeah, it's
He's like, my own friend betrayed me.
Ashton Genty
Jerry
against
Judy.
Dallas should be fun.
Ooh.
yeah.
Dallas
God.
has like a couple of toothpicks
Genty
as their
against
defense, so
A couple of toothpicks.
they stand nothing against cleats, bro. You can just run right over them. You're good.
Dude. Just dirt.
Then again, after how the Raiders performed against the freaking Broncos this week, but then again, we should have seen that coming because Bo Nix couldn't put up more than 13 points against the Jets back before they hit their resurgence. That was during their, hey, we suck weeks. But on paper, these teams look really good next to each other. I'm not going to lie.
They do.
Yeah.
The two highest point in a single week teams going at it. The only thing, Stafford and Nakua are great, but they're against Seattle. That's kind of... I don't think Seattle will like completely stop them. But
Do you see that defense?
that is a stingy defense. Yeah, that's a stingy defense. You're directly competing against them. You have their defense.
That's
I
what I'm
like
saying.
that.
I'm challenging it. If it's,
I like that.
and I could pay the price for it. I acknowledge that with how they've been playing this year, it could hurt me.
But it's also been an extremely weird year.
Yeah, I'm believing in Seattle because their defense has been very solid all year long.
Yeah, it looks like I might have to pick up a tight end because both my tight ends are projected 0 points next week.
Well, hey, I got Luke Musgrave, and Tucker Kraft is no longer playing if you want him.
Seductive wink.
Oh, man. But, yeah, no, it should be a fun matchup. I'm expecting it to be really tight, way down to the wire the last time.
You're the one he put up the 224 on.
Yeah, I was going to say the last
let's-
time we
let's-
played, it wasn't a game, so hopefully it's a little bit closer this time.
You
around.
still put up 169.7. So, like, geez.
Let's both do another 200-point.
Yeah, dude, let's make
That would be so
let's make
awesome. I
history.
hope
We
that
made history
happens.
now. Let's make history, dude.
But
Holy
imagine
crap.
putting up 200 points and losing. That's got to feel
I wouldn't even care if it was close, man.
true. Yeah, I wouldn't either. True.
It's like, because to me, I've said it, because I've lost 2 games, like, on the Monday night game. And both times, the excitement of making it a full week. I was invested in Thursday, I was invested in Sunday, and now I'm invested in Monday. And that's what fantasy football is all about. So as long as I have that, and I'm not just like, man, I hate fantasy football because my guy got me 2 points. So
Go to pull up the game on Monday and be like, why am I watching this? I'm closing it. I don't
right.
care.
Like it
Travis has heard me say this.
it hurt my soul when I went against Richard and Bijan Robinson got me 5.8 points. I was like, no, against Miami? Are you kidding me? I'm still angry about that.
You're lying.
It's like me and Bijan had a talk after that, which is why his next performance was admirable, but still. We can't let that happen again. But it's going to be a great match. Any final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I hope you guys both put up over 200.
Yeah.
That'd
Looking forward to seeing how it turns out.
That'll be really cute. It'll be
I
really
don't know
cute.
how it would be possible because it'd probably require Stafford and Puka to go off. And then
Yeah.
your defense
My
would-
defense
Hopefully.
would get...
But maybe your defense can pull Texans. And
That's what
win
I was
up
going to
30
say. I
points
was
and
like,
then still end up
it's
with
not
20.
impossible if one of the receivers catches a ball, not Puka Nacua, and they make them fumble the ball, because last week they had 2 fumble returns for a touchdown.
Oh.
That's why they scored like 25 points.
Yeah.
So if they do that, because the Cardinals still scored 22 against them, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Probably match of the week.
Probably, I would say so. Because of the parody, because there's a couple of people fighting to stay in it. I would also say your match has a lot of parody going into it, but we could talk about that in a second. First, we're gonna stop by Pardon Me and the Lou Boy, who I'll just straight up say it. I hope Lou Boy wins.
The last time they played, 0.3 separated them.
Yeah. I kind of want the Lou Boy to win just because I want the middle to be tight towards anyone's league, and so tight. But if you just look at all of and I'm sure neither of them has fully set their lineup. Jackson Dart's still in, and Pat Mahomes isn't in or anything. Pittman and Tyler Warren are in a bye. So
Brandon Aubrey, the perfect kicker.
So right now it all favors, pardon me, but I hope Lou Boy has better success, or at least it's kind of close to what it was last time, because the Lou Boys team has kind of been in rough strides. He's seen better
A
days.
mixture of good and bad defenses.
He needs to get rid of RG Harvey.
That
The backup
playing
running back.
Playing either of the Denver running backs is kind of tough.
I'll just say this. I hope he gets Travion Henderson.
Yeah,
He needs him. More than any of us
does.
do. More than any of us.
he does.
So, it should
Hey,
be...
Blue Boy, if you want, if you want Travis Etienne, you can just send me a message.
There you go. You heard it here. Travis sending Travis your way. So let's get it.
Travis sending Travis.
Travis sending Travis. AJ Brown, though, against Detroit, who Detroit has a deceivingly underperforming pass defense, so that could go either way. But I just keep going back to Devontae Smith eating up all the passing and AJ Brown continuing to post his cryptic tweets. I don't know if we're gonna see the old AJ Brown anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
But at least he's got Jared Goff. Who I say that jokingly because Jared Goff is actually a really solid fantasy quarterback.
Yeah. He had a great week last week.
He's just unfortunately going against Pat Mahomes. I really want Lou Boy to win this, but I'm just having a hard time seeing it.
Yeah, the matchups. Justin Jefferson against Chicago. He's going to feast.
This is one of those selfish ones because, pardon me, the more he loses, the higher I can climb and secure a spot. So that's why I need to say
And he's
that.
got the Steelers deep. Well, no.
And he doesn't talk enough.
Penalize him for that.
No.
Fingers,
I would never. I would never penalize somebody for that. It's mainly a selfish fantasy reason. So, yeah, I'm thinking pardon me is probably going to take this, but I'm low key rooting for Lou Boy.
And how does Lou Boy always? How does the injuries happen to him so much?
Because Landon's
Last year and
cursed.
then this year?
Landon also wasn't here for
He
the
broke
draft
seed.
last year. And so he had Christian McCaffrey, who was going into the season injured,
He had him this year.
which is why you got to not suck and actually come up to the draft, you punk. But he did it this year. I can't give him too hard of a time. He actually showed up. Richard's the one who didn't
had
show
a
up,
good
and look at
team.
him. So
Yeah, that's probably my fault.
it's a mixture of things. He's made a couple of good moves this year. He's made a couple of clutch pickups too, which we can talk about here in a minute whenever we get to his match. But next on the agenda, it's Kansas City Kunai with Chain against Killer Kowalski. Again, there's a lot of parity in this match because Brandon, you are trying to win every match to try and make the playoffs, and Killer Kowalski is still one loss away from losing his first overall spot. And I kind of hope he does lose here so I can keep climbing. So, that's the way I'm looking at it.
No.
He's
Why
got
do I have Tyrone Tracy starting over Saquon? I'm retarded. That's not gonna stay that way. I'll just say that.
It's like,
I don't know why
or even
that
Bree,
happened. I
or
must have
even
been
Brees
mad
Hall,
at Saquon and took him out of every lineup for the rest of the year. I think.
or even Brees Hall.
Yeah,
Tyron
he's
Tracy.
against New England. True.
It's like either one. Like maybe you
Tyrone,
can
yeah, I'm gonna
utilize
just
the
drop
the
Tyrone.
flex spot. I
Screw
get it. Just screw it. Poor- maybe the Lou Boy can pick him up. Hey, Lou Boy, if you want a running back, Tyrone Tracy's open.
He's better off using Travion.
Yeah, I hope he gets him, man. He needs him. But should be a decent matchup across the board. You have Aaron Rodgers going against Cincinnati, who put up 35 when I had him against Cincy. So hopefully he repeats that performance. Hopefully he connects with DK Metcalf 8 times for 5 touchdowns. And we both just bet.
DK just sets the record for receiving in that game.
Because I am playing DK this week. So hopefully they connect a little bit.
Cincinnati.
And he's kind of due for a game. It feels like that seems like the most juvenile logic ever, but he's due, man. So I hope he shows up.
I like my receiver matchups. Nico against Tennessee.
Ooh,
against Las
that's
Vegas,
gonna be
Drake against
disgusting.
Carolina.
I guess Amon-Ra St. Brown against the Philadelphia Eagles defense, but I don't know how he's getting more projection than Nico Collins right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like, and I'm wondering if is CJ Stroud still out? Because if that backup quarterback's in, he's been deadly. Holy crap!
I think CJ's still out, or I don't know for sure. But, and then the Texans defense against Tennessee, who's like the worst offense in the league,
Right?
and Houston's the best defense. I feel like they're gonna get me.
It's like the Texans
or
D
maybe
right
it'll be
now.
a 10.
The Texans D right now, or the Tennessee Titans offense rather. Anytime I hear analysis on them, everybody's like, and I feel so bad because I love their quarterback. He's the first overall draft pick. Everybody says they would be way better off if they didn't have a quarterback who threw it backwards. That's pretty much.
Oh no,
That's real though. Cam Ward has the shuttle pass effect going on because his receivers aren't good, and they always end up losing a ton of yards on the play, which is why he only has like 15 fantasy points, which in this league is terrible for a quarterback. So,
I know the matchup for Aaron Rodgers is good, but Drake May is also playing against the Jets.
The Jets, yeah. I don't know. That's a decision you're going to have to make.
Yeah.
Like I said, Aaron Rodgers right now has the hope of two men hoping he throws to DK Metcalf for 5 touchdowns. So,
and that means something to him.
Right.
So
I gave DK a pep talk already, so hopefully he talks to Aaron Rodgers for you. But
I went to I went into free agency and then spoke to Roman Wilson, being like, "Take all the passes from DK next week."
Just jump in front of him. It's like you hear the announcers, "What is this collusion going on the field right now?"
After the third one, DK just stops running and like
Dude,
shrugs. Like, what are you doing?
I would be afraid to steal stuff from DK. That's a huge man. He's big and fast, so you can't run away from him. He's gonna have his way
because he is as big as Donkey Kong.
Ooh, but look, Eddie Pinheiro with that Arizona matchup because he's gonna be.
I know. He's fired.
But also on the other side of the thing, Rachaad White going against a weak Buffalo defense, as we just saw get tear apart by Dolphins. Josh Allen against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is a hard defense to read because sometimes they're like, hey, we're a defense. And then other times they're like, hey, we can't even beat college teams. But
against Kansas City, though.
Christian McCaffrey against Arizona might be the biggest one.
Yeah, he's going to put up 40 on me.
It's maybe. It depends on what version of Kittle we see. Because Kittle, if he blocks for Christian McCaffrey and doesn't freaking get me points, then Christian McCaffrey is going to run for 40. But if Kittle is the same Kittle we saw last week, that seemed to affect things a bit because Christian McCaffrey got a lot of
2024 Kittle.
Right. And Christian McCaffrey lost a couple of his touches to Brian Thomas Jr., who's actually a really good backup. So, I don't know. We'll play around with it a little bit. Hopefully, Christian McCaffrey doesn't get hurt, but maybe he has a little bit of ankle soreness. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I would never risk it on that because that dude's...
He leaves Loveland against Minnesota or for sure Kelsey?
He's going to play Kelsey. Knowing him, he's a KC dude. But it's against Denver. Oh, that's a pass defense.
I said that. I was like, it is against Denver.
That's hard to say.
And he has Denver's defense, so does he go all in on KC or does he go in on Denver?
Colston Loveland is definitely going to be one of those guys because he is getting targets right now. They're just not amounting to like double-digit points all the time. If Caleb Williams continues playing the way he does, Colston Loveland has a huge payoff.
For sure. Oh, yeah. I think he'll finish like a top 10 tight end.
Yeah.
And Minnesota's not the best, so I don't know. I could see him going in.
That's what I'm saying. I keep passing it around on which quarterback I'm going to play. Jordan Love against the Giants. A rivalry game where Caleb Williams goes against Minnesota. That either way, I feel like my quarterbacks are going to come to play because Jalen Hurts is also going against Detroit, who, as I said, has a kind of deceivingly bad pass defense. So it's all about the amount of pressure they receive, I guess. I don't know. After this last game, I'm also having they did play the Packers, who have a great run defense, not so much a pass defense. So that's why I'm surprised they only put up 10 points against us. But Jalen Hurts' performance this week kind of hurt my confidence in him. Not that I had the greatest confidence in him because I play everybody else but him.
I know,
but
before each week. And each week you're right. It's the thing. It seems like each time
It's like,
you don't play,
I'm literally just playing
matchups.
matchups. And I had that episode where I was like, man, I just need to stop overthinking it and playing matchups. And then here I am playing the matchups because I'm a freaking hypocrite, but...
Well, you were also doing it like 2 weeks in. Now it's 10 weeks in.
Yeah, and
so
you know what
like,
you have, and you've seen how people can play and everything.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I'm feeling confident with the array of QBs I have to where I could ship one off. I know you were inquiring about Hurts. Another person was inquiring about Hurts. I am willing to part with him if anybody's interested. So, wink, wink. Let's move on to LaMarvelous Chase versus Punishment Incorporated, who...
Okay.
And to no one's surprise, I hope LaMarvelous Chase finally snaps his streak, even though Punishment Incorporated is making a pretty great comeback from where he was earlier this year. Right now, I'm just kind of rooting for everybody to snap their streaks. But LaMarvelous Chase is in very rough waters right now.
Number 1 and 2 receivers. I
First,
a devil.
let's click on Jamar Chase and look at what happened the last time he played against Pittsburgh. Do you see it?
Yikes.
So that should tell you where I'm at. And I don't want to fully say this, but I kind of think LaMarvelous Chase should put in Joe Flacco instead of Lamar Jackson. And that seems crazy, but I feel that like hardcore. I'd probably do it, and if he gets 15 points, it is what it is. But
it would be tough to do, but I definitely see what you mean and agree.
LaMarvelous Chase, though, is a huge Ravens fan, so that's why I don't know if it's going to happen. Plus, if that trade does go through where I'm shipping him his boy Flowers, he might want to double up on that.
And I may look like an idiot, but Lamar Jackson probably going to get sacked 3 or 4 times this week.
He probably is. Cleveland, if they're good at anything, they're good at sacks. So
Garrett.
Got that by Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. And then Owusu Agbagba. I don't remember his name.
What a name. Just hit a couple of bongos, the sounds that come off the bongos.
He's
that's his name.
It's like, if anybody doesn't know who I'm talking about, he's the one with the Guardian cap that like hits people really hard. Like really hard. But a chain going against Washington is rough.
Yeah.
Rico Dowdle going against Atlanta, who is spotty. The Rams versus Jackson and Jigba is interesting, but Jackson Smith and Jigba, we should not doubt him and should expect him to get 20. Jamar Chase against Pittsburgh. Bowers against Dallas. Yep. Kyron Williams against Seattle is good for him because they're a passing defense.
Yeah. It's tough. Patriots against the
Jets.
non-existent
Who
well,
as much as I hate to say it, Justin Fields did only throw 54 yards, and 42 of them were Breece Hall's touchdowns. So if that should tell you what's about to happen, unless they do what they... Yeah, it's rough.
say it flat out.
I'm hoping Tyrod comes sooner rather than later, because it's rough for them right now. And even though they pretty much gave up,
more like regular airplanes right now.
not even the Jets. It's like not even like the impressive
New York
like
regular airplanes.
not even the airline ones, like the ones that they made in the 40s where they had the like
The Wright
brothers.
You have to manually spin the propeller.
the New York Wright brothers planes. Oh man.
New York hang gliders.
Oh.
The New York kites.
kites. But yeah, no.
Ran that into the ground.
there's the trade deadline. I got to remember what it is just so I can keep reminding people because I don't want it to sneak up on you. And I am one of those people who I don't want to make a trade, but I want to make a trade. So I want everybody to be in my DMs.
I think I would go Justin Herbert against Jacksonville over Dak against Las Vegas.
Especially with
Dak's
how,
been looking,
yeah. But they also are due for an
Justin's number one.
an explosion at some point, I would think. But I don't know.
and
That's-
Las Vegas is not.
In theory, they're not great, but look what. That's the thing is that's why I keep coming back to. Bo Nix sucked against the Jets when the Jets were terrible, so of course it makes sense that he's not going to play good against the Raiders defense just because they push up the pressure a little bit. But on that same note, this has been such a bizarre week that I don't just want to be like, that's the answer, because it's not. So,
I get what you mean.
I think November 27th is the trade deadline. So you guys have a little over 2 weeks to make any trades you might need. And then once it's done, it's done. I'm not changing it. I'm not moving it. So get your guys' trades in. A couple of you who are still fighting for a playoff spot. Nobody's at 0 yet. LaMarvelous Chase, you're only at an 8%. Obviously, they haven't updated, so maybe it's lower. But everybody still has a chance to get the playoffs, and you should strive to get those pieces to try and make that push. So I encourage everybody to get in full participation, get your pep talks going. Look what it did for Jonathan Taylor this week. Not that he wasn't already having an MVP caliber season, but talk to your players. No,
Do it. And send proof.
send proof. And if you are, because here's the thing about this, send proof. Sorry, it lingered in my head just a little too long. I was trying to keep it. Here's the thing, though. If you are interested in someone, don't just approach someone and say, hey, I'm interested in, I don't know, Roma Dunze. Freaking start formulating a trade, because I cannot stand when somebody says, hey, I'll take Roma Dunze, and then you don't offer a trade. Like,
Who do you
It's
want
like-
for it?
yeah, it's
Well,
like,
offer
how do
me
you value
something.
that?
yeah, I was like, so you want me to come up with a trade? Like, that's,
You do it.
there was, whenever we were in our warehouse league back when I lived in Missouri, if somebody had come up and did that to me, the trade they would have received is like, I don't know, I'll use Punishment Incorporated as an example. Hey, give me Romo Dunze. Okay. And then you send Romo Dunze for Jamar Chase, for Kyron Williams, for and add like 5 players to the docket. And they're like, that's a bullcrap trade. I was like, well, you didn't freaking send me anything, you jerk. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to bring that dynamic to this league, and I think we've all been pretty professional. But even though that does make things hilarious in my opinion, but if you are interested in a player, don't just say you're interested in a player. You have to come forward with the trade. Otherwise, I'll be like, well, that's cool that you like that player, and I'll move on with my life.
Yeah. I'm glad to know that. Me too.
Me too. That's why I have him. Thank you. But I think Travis already answered this question. But if he has any more in mind, feel free to add. If there was a player in fantasy that you guys could attain, now that we're talking about the trade deadline and everything, what would that one player be?
Travis, do you want to confirm if your pick was already...
Jackson Smith and
Well,
Jigba?
Obviously, that is who I would love. But if I'm being realistic, because obviously that is not a real. Shoo. I mean, I would take. Oh, I would take Lad. I mean, with how he's been playing, I would take Lad.
Which I'm pretty sure he's on the trade block.
Ooh.
So that's a possibility if you were watching this, Richard.
Tickle Richard.
Tickle Richard.
Oh.
Well, tickle my Richard. Oh boy. So Lad McConkey.
I pursued Amon-Ra heavily, because
Diligently.
he's amazing, but also because he's one of my favorite players. I guess you're the closet Jets fan. I'm somehow a closeted Lions fan
Right.
somehow. But honestly, before Travis even blurted it out, I was going to say JSN.
Yeah.
That was at the beginning of the video when you told us to have someone in mind. That's immediately who came to my mind.
It's a solid 20
I was like,
points every week.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way he'd ever trade him to me, so I don't know if it's even worth it to pick that one as my...
It's like, I'm pretty sure
love to have him.
even over Jamar
Puka
Chase,
even.
even over Jamar Chase, that guy is his non-tradable. Because I remember he said Jamar Chase wasn't tradable, and then whenever I was talking about Bijan Robinson, Jamar Chase's name came up. Not Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase's name came up. So Jackson Smith and Jigba is definitely that dude this year. Like I said, even if he's not going to be the one that blows up for 40 points, which he's totally capable of doing, he's going to get you that 20 points guaranteed, and that's hard to ignore.
That's so good.
The consistency is
CD last year. Just like 25 every game, if not more.
It's beautiful.
Old compact disc getting me 14s.
Compact. Any other players come to mind for you guys? You don't have to have one if you don't.
Jonathan Taylor, obviously. Right. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
My God.
Well,
Martin is on a mission. Bijan, you know that, though. I've questioned you about him a few times.
Yeah. And
I would take and start at Egbuka.
Egbuka.
Yeah, I like
there you go. No, and that could.
And the rookie factor is the only thing that stops me from like going all in to try.
It's like, are you hearing this, Lou boy? Because he did show he was willing to ship Egbuka, so that's a possibility. Definitely a possibility. And like I said, Bijan Robinson's on the table. And in a video I'm working on, I talk about how everybody has their own value on players. Just because I have Bijan Robinson on the table doesn't mean I don't think he's a great player. It's just I feel like he could be that piece that gets me, what I need to push to the next limit, which it's hard to think pushing to the next limit when my team just dropped 212 and I'm feeling really good about that. But I digress. I just wanted to throw that out there because a couple of the trades I've received for Bijan, it's like, you guys don't realize I'm doing a flash sale right now. My team's better than yours, but I am willing to trade Bijan because I had like 3 people, and that's the reason why I brought up what I did earlier.
I'm not going to give him away, but you are willing to hear trades.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I understand he's a top 3, top 4 fantasy player that gets drafted in that top 5 spot every year, but as far as running backs that are concerned, I have a replacement for him, so why wouldn't I hear trades for him, that sort of thing. Jonathan Taylor's a little bit of a different story. His asking price is very high. But
it would not be even tradable on my team, I don't think.
I digress.
Especially after a 50 when he's already the best.
Oh, yeah. No, I like how he's actually...
Chain is also really good.
Receiving MVP talk this year, though. Jonathan Taylor. For a while there, it was only... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say he should be in. I was just throwing in a little...
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, for a while there, it was Daniel Jones was kind of getting all the credit for their success and everything, but then people started catching on, oh, crap, Jonathan Taylor's literally scoring touchdowns, multiple touchdowns every game. And now it's to the point where it's like, man, the Colts would be nothing without Jonathan Taylor, and I like hearing that. So, because they usually don't. Usually all the credit goes to the QB. That's why the top 3, top 4 candidates every year are QBs. But it's good to see one finally getting recognition, and I hope he gets it. Not just because he's on my team, but you love seeing that switch up. Yeah.
He's just like full on carrying them.
Unless
like that player who's like in a team sport is full on capable of just taking over.
It's like, although if a QB were to arise, even as a Packers fan, I hate to admit this, it would be cool to see Caleb Williams make that push for it in the second half of the season. Though not against the Packers. I was
gonna say if Drake May continued up his ridiculousness, he definitely would have been in the talks. But he's he hasn't like stopped playing good, but the last few weeks he's like
Right,
become a human again.
It's
instead
dropped
of
a little bit.
robot.
It's not 38, 39 fantasy points a game like
With,
it was.
No interceptions and, like only 2 incompletions the whole game and some of the, like, what was going on there?
He was feeling
Robot.
himself. He was feeling himself, and there's still time
Yes,
for
he
him to
thought he
get
was
back to
cute.
there. Because a lot of people are still having the Patriots in high regard, and for good reason. They're a great team, led by a cute quarterback, Tom Brady 2.0. But speaking of great players, we're going to close this bad boy out. We've been talking for a time, having some laughs and everything. But who, in your guys' opinion, you guys have to put the list together between the three of you. Which 3 players are going on the thumbnail? I think I already alluded to who I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be. But who are the other 2?
I feel like it's 3 running backs, honestly,
A
because
Chain Gibbs, like
A Chain Gibbs.
40 bombs.
yeah,
It's a
Those
pretty
3
easy
teams
one, in
all
all
won
honesty.
as well. Yeah, like the running backs just like had themselves a week. I will also say Trey McBride 28.7 as a tight end,
Right.
monster. I would love to have him too.
Against
James. Watch this.
Seattle.
Against Seattle, yeah. Oh, that makes it even more impressive. So, but yeah, I would give it Jonathan Taylor. and
What
Chain
about-
Gibbs?
What about Caleb Williams and his orange fingernails?
Good for him with those fingernails. And he's playing
I think his quote was, whenever somebody asked him about it, he was like, "It's all about building team chemistry. More of my teammates are doing it too." So,
fingernails together. That's good.
having a party. Oh, good for them.
Just having a slumber party.
It used to
Have a pillow
be
fight later.
it used to be the Bears. Now it's the Bears.
The Bears. With like 7 S's.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah, the
I'll-
running back.
oh, go ahead.
I was just upping on the 3 running backs as the
Gibbs, the Chain,
MVP.
and Taylor. I'm gonna try and make this thumbnail go as hard as possible because, like, I was pretty impressed with the one I did last week with Caleb Williams screaming after he rushed a touchdown in. But I don't know. I'm hyping it up before it's even out, but there you go. But
got ideas.
yep, I'm looking at the timer and I do have to get to bed. I got to wake up early here in a couple hours for work. But I appreciate you guys coming on, taking the time to pretty much laugh and talk some football, but crack up over people's pictures for 40 minutes out of the hour.
The entire roster and free agency doing that and make a whole video about it.
Bro, George Kittle looks like he would be sponsored by Little Caesars.
Saquon riding that deer, giving people cheesy bites or whatever they call it. The deer's like, "You're running." It's like, yeah, that's why he sucks this year. He's been riding on a friggin' deer. Sorry.
I forgot about that stupid commercial. Oh, man. It's like you're deer. Dude, where I do the zoom in on my face where I'm like, slushies are half off now. Go to your nearest 7-Eleven.